be here. I thought I'd kick off by talking about the communications review that we're undertaking. The Communications Act has served a very useful purpose, but everyone knows the cliche that it was the bill in the Act that didn't mention the internet, and it's now 8 years old, which in internet years is an absolute lifetime. So for that reason and for many other reasons, we felt it's important that we conduct a review of the communications sector and legislation so that we can continue to be innovative and at the forefront of the global digital economy. We are planning to publish a green paper next year, in the new year. There are going to be three key themes. The first is going to be growth, innovation and deregulation. We obviously want to remove the barriers to growth where possible. And I'm clear, I think, both in opposition and now in government, that we do view it as important to clear away regulations, or analogue regulations, perhaps if you want to put it that way, which are holding back growth, particularly in a converged world. The second is obviously to provide the communications infrastructure that is going to provide the foundation for that growth, and that's broadband rollout, spectrum management are obviously key fundamentals to that. And then the third is to create the right environment for our content industries to thrive. In September we announced some of the ideas that we wanted to explore in the coming months and years as part of this review, and in addition to several measures to promote and sustain growth to the UK economy, we're keen to maintain the key principles of plurality and freedom of expression in a digital age. And we're determined as well to get the balance right between protecting and empowering citizens and consumers when it comes to illegal and also potentially offensive or inappropriate content for children. So we've got an opportunity now to get the environment right for the communications industry for the next 10 to 15 years. And I very much hope that the people in this room, many of whom I now know pretty well, will contribute substantially to that. So communications legislation is changing because we're changing and because the internet has fundamentally altered the way we behave, the way we think, the way we do business. Social norms have changed. We date online, we talk online. People live their lives online. People refer now to their smartphones as their digital identity. We all know, of course, that the internet is changing our purchasing habits, and we've all read the Boston Consulting Group report showing that we're now the largest per capita e-commerce market in the world. It also means that more of us are living in a world in which the details of our lives will be shared in an instance, in which networks are always on, and the internet knows where you are. And I should also mention, of course, the implementation of the much-loved Digital Economy Act. We announced in August our plans to make a fresh start, what we call rebooting the Digital Economy Act, implementing the initial obligations. We're already on the path to notify the updated cost-sharing mechanism to Brussels, and we're expecting to see Ofcom's initial obligations code published soon. In my view, the initial obligations of the Digital Economy Act remain an important element in tackling widespread copyright infringement. But again, as I've always said, the Digital Economy Act is only part of the solution. We need business, content creators to continue to innovate, to continue to provide services that consumers want and will use and are willing to pay for. As I say, extensive consultation on our communications review. We're planning to publish our green paper in the new year. We're laying the grounds for broadband infrastructure, both fixed line and mobile. I'm working with Alan Michael and others on maintaining the multi-stakeholder model for internet governance, and I think we've made real progress in Kenya and continue to make progress to make sure that that model is seen to be effective. I continue to support an open internet, but I'm not going to regulate where regulation is not necessary. I think we've implemented the Privacy Directive in a way that doesn't overburden business, but does protect the consumer. And I continue to make no apology for the fact that I want to support our creative industries